I went to UB for mechanical engineering. I got my degree in mechanical engineering and tried to get a mechanical engineering degree, and it did not work out. It was, at the time I graduated, it was really bad, just environment and job world for mechanical engineering. So I went on, I did my MBA at UB also, and it concentrated in logistics. And then one of the parts of the program was a practicum, internship practicum, same type of thing. And out of a list of companies, I picked Ivoclar, and I did my practicum here, and then they liked me a lot, so they said, after you graduate, we'd like you to come in as a temp. So I came in as a temp solely for a few months. And then they offered me a position as a logistics coordinator. Yeah. And then I moved up to manager, and now I'm senior manager. Depending on what type of product it is, we'll put it either on the water or in the air. Because the water is about a quarter of the price to ship it. So if you can put it on the water, you want to put it on the water. If it has expiration date or stuff like that, then you have to be conscious of that, because if we have a small window to sell it, then that should go in the air, because we want to get it as soon as possible. Because the air we get in about 4 business days, and the sea freight we get in 3 to 4 weeks. What you have to do at the very beginning, which is very important, you have to count the number of boxes. And you have to be very careful when they come in and there's multiple boxes on a skid. You have to make sure, are they counting that as one whole piece, or are they counting that as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces? It all depends what's on the packing list from the carrier, from the trucker company that comes over. So first you validate that the big boxes, the count is correct. And then, of course, if there's anything damaged, you should write that on the goods receipt slip. So first you're verifying with the carrier that we received everything, and everything has our address on it too, because Liechtenstein sends stuff to us, 175 Pineview, and they send stuff to Mississauga, which all this stuff comes into Toronto Airport, actually. Backing up a little bit. All this stuff is shipped in Toronto, not into the U.S., not into New York or New Jersey, because customs-wise, it's so much easier to receive it into Toronto first. Oh, okay. So after you receive it in, we you scan it like Chris did, and put it on the shelf. If there was something off at that stage, like Chris scanned it, and there was only 38 out of 40, then we would, if it's a big enough dollar amount, we would put in a complaint in the system, and then it would go to Liechtenstein, and they would review it and give us credit if they said, yeah, we shorted you.
Okay.
There's that part of it, but then also in regular inventory counting, we call it, or it's cycle counting, or it's really called inventory counting, because we have a team of 3 that just picks an area A, B, C, D, shelves or sections 1 through 10, and says create an inventory for that section. Because once you create an inventory, it blocks all the stock. You can't put anything in or take anything out.
Yeah.
Stock, you can't put anything in or take anything out. Yeah. Because it blocks it in the system. So they do that through the handheld scanners also. They'll say the person that manages it will create an inventory count, and then the people come in the morning and they go to inventory, and then they see the list of counts and they just pick one, and it tells them what bin to go to, and they just start scanning away. Okay. We can receive an order through the lab shop. We have an internet shopping system. And then they can call in the customer service, of course, and place an order like that. Or there's standing orders that are automatic every month, that we know how much these people want to order. They tell us how much, and then the system just automatically puts that in. So when customer service puts in the order, types in the information, what the customer wants, and then it goes through a credit check. So authorization, especially if they're paying for their credit card, it has to go through a authorization check. And if they have an outstanding balance, then the order doesn't release until credit figures out how much they can buy, and their percentage wise and all that stuff. Or they owe us $1,000 before they can place any more orders, things like that. So there's credit checks. And then once everything is approved, then it'll print on. We have 5 different printers around, depending on what product order. Like most of our tooth orders that are that order the cards of teeth, about 90% of those are teeth only.
So we have a separate printer for them. So, because why print here and walk it over when 90% of the time it's all over there anyways. So we have it prints directly over there if it's teeth. If we have alloys, little gold ingots that we chop up and we sell for alloy fillings down there. That's a separate printer if there's any gold on the order. And then we have our dealer orders, which print. We have our products are pretty much either dealer orders or laboratory orders. If it's a dealer order, then it prints on a separate printer over there. If it's all laboratory order, then it prints on a separate printer over there. So now if there's any mixed combinations of those, it prints here. And that's where we have a smart bin technology system where you'll get an order and you'll scan in the order and you scan in the bin and the system knows what section, whether that's laboratory, dealer, teeth, where it goes, or alloy, and it'll go along this line and stop at each of those spots to pick the product at one, and then they put it back on the line, then it goes to the next one, they pick that product, and then once the system scans it on the conveyor system, and then it can tell if it's went to all the locations, and then it goes to package. Put the TO with the package, give it to the shipper, because the shipper's right here. He's going to actually invoice it with the shipping label. Once he does that, he either puts it on FedEx or UPS, whichever way it's going, or envelope UPS, depending on if it's going ground or air. We get, for shipping, I've done a lot of analysis on the shipping because we were losing so much money on shipping costs. We have a special shipping adder that we get great rates through UPS, first of all. So we get like sometimes 60%, 70% discount as if you went to the actual store and you're just the person off the street. So we take that discount and we give some of the discount to the customer, but we also put a little adder in there to, to get back some of our costs. So we spend, I think we spend about $7 million a year with UPS in shipping alone. So we send out about 1,000 packages a day. So that's, we're about, so it's about 240 working days, so 240,000 packages.
That's a lot.
We're the second largest customer for UPS in Western Europe.
Really? Wow.
There's only one other one. It's a contact place. Contacts and eyeglasses place.